Okay, so the topic of today is going to be why I resent having to make content, but why I'm doing it anyways. All right, let's start off with I never really wanted to have to make videos. I should clarify, I don't resent people that make content. In fact, I've gotten a huge amount of value from entertainment, educational stuff. So its existence is not what I have the problem with. The fact that I feel forced to make it, and this isn't for like clout or attention. In fact, that's kind of why I resent it. I don't want either of those. I feel like I need to make some money to it's the only way I can see to get out of the grind and decline of the middle class. We're living in an era where money's being inflated. We've got huge debt from the baby boomers, and it's the great thing about central banks, man, is you and your future, if you live in the country where the debt is, you're the collateral. You're what ensures that debt gets paid. Um, and work just does not pay like it used to, especially if you don't have a really high value skill, which I do not. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a elite programmer. I don't own a business. I've got some skills. I'm not worse off than I'm not at the bottom of the totem pole. I don't want to say woe is me, but just being a somewhat regular guy working, yeah, man, I'm never gonna make it, and I'm not gonna have the money to even retire. And this is really the only way I could see out of potentially having some passive income or like something that can scale and make me money without disproportionate to the hours I'm giving to it. Never really wanted to do it. I would have been quite happy just working you know, with the old boomer deal of working a job, getting a pension. But that's gone now. So I had to start thinking creatively. And this is really the only path out I can see. Now, there is one aspect I like about it, and it's kind of what finally made me pull the trigger and do it. So the sort of democratization of being able to make audio and video, it's kind of like the democratization of the printing press, and that everyone was able to be an author, write a book, publish when that first came out. And in many ways, this is kind of a bigger one because reading is less of a natural way for people to absorb information than like audio video, watching someone talking to them. That's sort of how we're designed, or how we've evolved to absorb information. So in that regard, I'm excited about it. And like, I don't know, everyone can be an author. I'm sure there are probably some people that resented having to, you know, publish stuff to get their ideas out there. Someone who's like, "Oh, I want to be an orator. I hate having to write and publish now." So I don't know. Maybe I'm just griping a bit, but I really didn't want to have to broadcast myself publicly. Like it's cool that anyone can do it now. I like that, but I did not want to do that. But it's the only path out of the decline of the working class that I can really see. So yeah, that's my rant. I hope it, mm, you know, connects with someone else out there. And honestly, if you're thinking of doing it, I think you should, because I'm not the kind of guy who wanted to do this at all. And you can tell that my creation skills are still in their infancy, but that's my thought process on what I'm doing here. So yeah, that's it for me.